Welcome back to the channel, outdoor adventurers and overlanding enthusiasts. Today, we are taking a deep dive into what might just be the absolute best camper deal of 2026 and beyond. If you have been searching for a way to hit the rugged trails, escape the crowded campgrounds, and truly experience the wild without completely emptying your bank account, you are going to want to pay close attention to this one. The timeless Teardrop camper is undoubtedly one of the most revamped and replicated travel trailer designs in the history of the recreational vehicle industry, having seen countless iterations and modern interpretations over the decades. But today, we are looking at something that strips away the unnecessary fluff and focuses entirely on hardcore capability. It is incredibly compact, shockingly affordable, and undeniably ready to achieve way more on the trail than your average luxury travel trailer. Allow me to introduce you to the Boony Stomper. Built by the rugged visionaries over at Sunnyside Offroad, this micro-camper is making massive waves in the outdoor community, and the most astonishing part is that it comes with a price tag of just $13,000. To truly understand what makes the Boony Stomper such an absolute game-changer in the off-road camper market, we have to start by looking at its physical footprint. This is quite possibly one of the most compact teardrop campers you will ever lay eyes on. When you measure the entire rig, including the trailer, the hitch, and the rear bumper, it stretches a mere 119 inches long, which is just over 3 meters. The width sits at a very manageable 74 inches at its widest point outside the fenders. But do not let those diminutive dimensions fool you into thinking this is just a glorified tent on wheels. The Boony Stomper is fully equipped to handle serious outings. Because of this incredibly small footprint, Sunnyside Offroad managed to keep the base weight of this trailer down to an astonishing 720 pounds, depending on which options you select. That means this camper is so incredibly light that you do not need a massive gas-guzzling heavy-duty pickup truck to tow it. You could easily pull this lightweight beast behind a standard crossover, a small SUV, or even your grandmother's Toyota Camry.
In fact, it is so light and agile that many owners are hooking it straight up to their side-by-side UTVs and ripping through tight forest trails where traditional campers could never even dream of going. But a lightweight camper is useless off the grid if it falls apart the moment you leave the pavement. And this brings us to the absolute crown jewel of the Boony Stomper, its suspension system. Normally, when you look at campers in the $13,000 price bracket, you expect to find a basic torsion axle that bounces uncontrollably over every single rock and rut. Not here. Sunnyside Offroad has equipped the Stomper with a custom-fabricated, long-travel, independent trailing A-arm suspension setup. This is the exact kind of premium, heavy-duty hardware that you typically only find on extreme off-road expedition trailers that cost well over double or even triple the price of this one. They have paired this robust A-arm setup with load-adjusting shocks and heavy-duty springs, meaning you can actually tune your ride quality specifically for the rugged road ahead. It has been meticulously engineered and relentlessly tested at high speeds over some of the roughest terrain imaginable, ensuring that it tracks perfectly behind your tow vehicle without violently disrupting your ride or bouncing your gear to pieces. It perfectly embodies the Sunnyside ethos, which is to give outdoor enthusiasts massively overachieving campers for as little cash as possible. Now, because the Boony Stomper is so focused on compact off-road performance, the designers had to rethink some of the traditional teardrop elements, and this is where it really sets itself apart from the rest of the market. If you are familiar with teardrop trailers, you know that almost all of them feature a rear hatch that lifts up to reveal an enclosed galley kitchen. The Stomper completely ditches this concept. There is no heavy rear hatch and no built-in kitchenette taking up valuable space and adding unnecessary weight. Instead, this camper encourages a true outdoor living experience with a unique external kitchen setup. You bring your own portable camp stoves and coolers, setting up your cooking station on folding side tables or the fold-out hitch table. It is a minimalist approach that completely removes complex plumbing and gas lines that are prone to breaking when bouncing down a washboard dirt road.
Moving to the construction of the shell, Sunnyside Offroad ensured that this tiny titan could handle extreme weather conditions. The cabin is wrapped in a durable anodized aluminum skin and packed with high-quality foam insulation rated up to R10. This exceptional insulation means the Boony Stomper is not just a fair-weather friend. The manufacturer proudly showcases this camper thriving in frigid, frozen landscapes completely covered in snow. If you add the optional DC-mounted space heater, this becomes a legitimate 4-season base camp that will keep you warm and safe when the temperatures plummet. Plus, despite its feather-light base weight, the heavy-duty 2x2 steel tube frame allows the Stomper to handle a total load capacity of over 1,000 pounds, meaning you can pack all your heavy adventure gear without worrying about overloading the chassis. Stepping inside the cabin, you are greeted by a space that is purely dedicated to rest and recovery after a long day of adventuring. It features an interior length of 6 feet 4 inches and an interior width of 46 inches. The walls and headboard are completely carpeted to provide a cozy atmosphere and dampen sound, while linoleum floors make sweeping out trail dirt an absolute breeze. You are provided with a plush, custom-fit 6-inch foam mattress that perfectly accommodates 2 tired guests. At your feet, you will find a neatly integrated storage cabinet system with self-latching doors to keep all your personal belongings secure while bouncing down the trail. There are also handy interior cargo nets for your cell phones and smaller items. But what about power? Well, Sunnyside has you covered for off-grid living as well. The basic setup includes a 50-watt roof-mounted solar panel that directly charges an included 240-watt Jackery portable power station located inside the cabin. This perfectly powers your dimmable interior LED lights, your exterior running lights, and a premium 3-speed max air fan mounted on the roof to keep fresh air circulating all night long. While the $13,000 base model comes incredibly well equipped with all these essentials, the company offers a massive list of reasonably priced upgrades, including rugged roof racks, side awnings, off-road spare tires, and even air conditioning units if you plan on camping in the brutal summer heat. Ultimately, the Boony Stomper represents a massive shift in the overland industry.
It proves that you do not need to spend $50,000 to get a highly capable, independent suspension off-road camper that can legitimately trudge across the desert and survive frozen landscapes. It is a no-nonsense, incredibly tough, and surprisingly comfortable sleeping pod that gets out of its own way and lets you focus on the adventure. If you know of any other off-road camper that offers this level of suspension, 4-season capability, and off-grid readiness for just $13 grand, let us know in the comments below. Until then, the Boony Stomper officially holds the title of the best camper deal of the year. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the most incredible adventure vehicles on the market.